My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I want to talk to you about some serious issues. And this issue is basically one issue that we all must face. Death. So let's get serious now. No one can say when someone else is going to die, unless they choose to take their own life, which is not really a good idea. It's not kosher on any level, but sometimes things happen when you get to the point where you just can't take anymore. I understand that, and I don't judge people for any reason whatsoever. Now, the thing about death is that no one really knocks on death's door. We're always trying to avoid it. We're always trying to run from it. We're always trying to find ways to cheat death and stay alive a little longer. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this does not. There's a girl that I've seen on Facebook who's about to get off the respirator and she's about to pass away. I respect her decision, and there's really nothing we can do about it because there are some times in life where your health just isn't healthy for you and that it's killing you slowly. And the longer that you prolong it, the worse of the suffering is for you. So to her and her family, I respectfully say, thank you. Your fight is over, young hero. You may journey home to God. And I'm sure everybody who's seen that when I posted it, she's a young mixed girl. She's in a wheelchair. I forgot what the ailment was, but I know that I think she's only 14. And I don't know whatever she has, if there's a cure or if there isn't one. But I know that she's at the point of her life where she's decided to stop being on the respirator. It disturbs me that in America, we fight over such petty little things. Well, this young lady is giving up on her life. And you guys may think, oh, this guy's some jackass. He's got fish swinging around in the background, and you can see the dragon and the door and the towel and all this stuff. Well, I'm not an evil individual by choice. Sometimes we don't get a choice at how we become who we are. Sometimes it's thrusted among us, and there's really nothing we can do but accept it and deal with it and push through it. So, there have been a lot of bad things that have happened to me over the last year, and this year hasn't been great. If you want to say anything, my track record for having the worst luck on the planet, I'm like right running behind whoever the hell has that, because I'm not that bad off, but I'm pretty damn close. We as people have to adapt. We as people have to learn how to love each other, respect each other's feelings, and try to be humane to each other. And for some reason, no one's getting it. No one's getting it. It should take less of a thought to be nice to your fellow man than it does to plan what you're going to do to them, how evil you can be to the person standing next to you just because you have nothing better to do with your time or your life or your thoughts. So I say this as a message to you guys, especially you young people, you radicalized people, or you idiots that's going around shooting the people who chose to serve and protect so that you can actually get sleep at night. Snap out of it before it's too late. There are all these new parties that keep popping up. Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. Hey, yeah, all that's true. All lives do matter. But what you do with your life is what really matters. You can choose to follow the crowd, but you can choose to rise above the crowd. You can choose to lead the crowd. But what you should choose is to always do the right thing. I ain't got a problem with anybody standing up for what they believe in. But don't do anything stupid to make a statement. Don't hurt innocent people because you feel threatened. Don't hurt innocent people because of the big hoopla and the hoobastank that's going on in the world. Shout out to Hoobastank. It's one of my favorite bands anyway. If you're going to do anything to make a statement, do something that saves lives, not kill them. Do something that's going to make people want to join your cause. and not just be some side strain radical son bitch that uses you as a scapegoat to exact violence on people due to their race or their gender or their sexual orientation. Because those people are the ones you have to watch out for. Because those are the people who will stab you right in the back or right in the face. Just depends on how close they're standing to you at the time. So in closing, you really need to think about what you do with your life. Because there are some people who just aren't healthy enough to have that option. Being alive is a privilege. It's not a right. And the sooner that we all realize that and obey laws and try to be right doers, and I ain't saying you gotta be a do-gooder all the time, but lean more towards the right thing than the wrong thing, even if sometimes the wrong thing is what's needed to get the job done. We have to think before we act. We have to think before we do really stupid stuff. To quote my dad, when a bullet leaves the barrel of that gun, it has one trajectory, wherever you point it. And once that bullet leaves, you can't put it back. So all of you, before you take arms and decide, hey, I want to shoot the next guy that did something wrong to the black guy, or I want to shoot the next cop that beat up a black guy, or whatever the situation. Maybe the guy's Chinese, maybe the guy was Mexican, maybe the guy was a white guy that got beat up by cops. I know that may be rare, but it does happen. I watch YouTube and WorldStar. So, if you think about things before you do them, maybe, just maybe, we'll have a little bit more peace and less violence. So here's my message to everyone so I can get off. Get your heads out your asses. Open up these things called an ear and hear what the man next to you has to say. Don't listen to him just because of the color of his skin and you think that you're doing something to be politically correct. Listen to him because he's a human, like you. We all bleed red, so what the hell, man. But more importantly, do not attack the people who serve and protect so that you can sleep at night. Do not attack the people on third shift that's out there in their police cars. They have families too. And even the ones that don't have families, they have a mother or a brother or a sister or a father that's expecting them to come home. So before you pull out your Glock or your Gak or your Yammy, which we used to call them back in the late 80s when I was young and listening to gangster music like the Ghetto Boys and everything, think before you do that. Because once you take a life, you can't get it back. Only Jesus can do that. Secondly, since I've already shouted out the Hoobastank and Ghetto Boys, I want to say this because a lot of people are the first to say this to entertainers and people in the industry in which I seem to be failing in getting into. You cannot blame what you see on TV as an excuse to shoot someone. You can't blame what you hear on the radio as an excuse to go out and shoot somebody. You choose to take somebody's life, it's because you pulled the trigger. Not the guy you were listening to. You can't blame DMX because you decided that you was going to lose your mind and go up and shoot some damn body. It's not his fault that you pulled the trigger. So don't blame entertainment, because that's what it is. It's entertainment. I make kung fu movies, or at least I used to when I could still kick. I don't go around beating up people because I have the skills to do so. That does not make me right. It just shows that I have might. And might can be taken from you, just like your life. I'm not bulletproof, and neither are you. And even Teflons have a chink in the armor. So to everyone out here, strive for excellence, pray for peace, and work towards it. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. To my loyal 6 to 12 followers, and if there's more, I'm sorry I've been neglecting you. Thank you for being there to support Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm James Williams Jr. I salute you and be seeing you.